Hi guys, so welcome back for the next episode of the Two Wacky Pundits. This is Dr. D and Dr. A.
Pleased to meet you.
So again, it's as if it was like the first time, I don't know. Okay, so
Do we have any
today,
trolls yet?
not yet. We're still waiting for our first troll.
That's depressing.
Damn it, where are you guys? You're hiding
where are
under the
you?
rocks or something.
There's always
Come
a
on,
troll
come out.
somewhere.
We need something to do in the evening,
Yeah, we
reading
need-
this stuff. So
We need some back and forth.
yeah,
Come on.
it'll make some interesting
Give us some
reading.
shit.
So, okay, well, anyway, after that nice public announcement. So, I think today I don't have any CDs with me because life's been so bloody busy that I didn't have the chance to compile for my next band review. But I thought, also given the current circumstances as we are right now, with The Rock hitting all-time highs for COVID cases of infection, I think we should talk a little bit about something known as self-discipline. Yeah?
Okay, all right.
So what's your opinion on self-discipline
well, I
overall? Is it important? Is it a bunch of horseshit?
No, to be completely honest, I do what I'm told. So if the state makes it a law, makes it illegal not to wear a mask in public, that's what I have to do. I have to wear a mask because they tell me to do it.
Yeah, but the
So
problem.
it's self-discipline in a way, but it's also it's forced upon me, something that I don't want to do. I long for the day when I can go out without a mask, without a face shield, and breathe the air again, without having all these.
Okay, but this is self-discipline in the face of COVID. It's not really self-discipline though, because there are the laws and legislations
That's right, which
that are
force
pressuring
you.
your ass
Pressuring.
to wear that fucking mask. Because otherwise, you would not.
Yes,
Right.
I know about self-discipline. I used to have self-discipline in droves before I got married. Actually,
Watch out what you say now, man. Your wife's gonna be watching this.
she's
Huh?
not here.
Yeah, but she will watch this on YouTube.
I don't know what I don't know whether she has the stamina to watch all these.
Okay.
I used to train quite a lot. I used to train for 3 hours, 4 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Look, you're looking at the poster boy for self-discipline lost.
Yes.
And maybe partially regained, because I had lost like a ton of weight back in the 90s. My wife does not believe that this actually ever happened. It's like the Immaculate Conception or something like that. But it did, because I have the photos to prove it. But I did gain weight back. So once I entered my first relationship. But I like eating, I like drinking, that's true.
Self-discipline is rewarding. It's very rewarding.
But this is it. Self-discipline. If you have the guts, the balls, to assign to yourself a daily minor commitment, but it has to be daily. It has to be.
In a way,
what do you
these videos are a form of discipline.
There has to be continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are doing them every week.
So right now we are practicing self-discipline in churning out these crazy YouTube videos for you guys.
Yes,
So
exactly.
we are breaking our own mold, so to speak.
We're doing it willingly,
respect.
mind you, and with a smile on our faces because
Absolutely.
we actually like it.
Absolutely.
But it's still discipline.
So,
Still
yeah,
takes
because you have to
discipline.
do it every week.
Yes.
But I believe, for me personally, like in general, so the self-discipline, it allows you to push your own boundaries.
Yes. To
Further
get
on.
outside of your comfort zone.
And I've seen it, and I've applied it for other stuff. So it's not just losing weight; it's also like how I did my studies, how I ended up finishing my PhD.
Yes.
Because I had a lot of, there's a long, high, steep hill to go up.
Yes, definitely.
To be able to get some sort of a good degree like that, plus in a foreign university, so that tops things. And apart from that, also in other areas of life. So again, the mask wearing. Okay, so for me personally, with my background, pharmacist and all that, I kind of took it as a no-brainer that, listen, if there's a global pandemic running around, the last thing you want to be is hanging around with 20 or 30 people in one room with a closed window. So
True.
you have to avoid like the plague,
True.
literally.
Because you're
Pun intended
you're
here.
an incubator.
Absolutely. And also apply all the stuff. So even when there was no legislation, I was still going out in the streets wearing face masks.
Okay.
I might look like a fucking idiot at the time, in the beginning. So
You were one of the pioneers.
yeah,
of face
you could
masks
say so.
here
You
in
could say
Malta.
so.
All right.
I mean, we had bought face masks. Well, I'm gonna be honest. So this was like January 2020. That a friend of mine was starting to panic, and I was like, still not hit the shores here. But then I said, okay, well, he asked me if I had any face masks in the lab, because I work in the lab. So I brought him some, and I bought some for myself at the same time. I said, okay, well, might as well.
Yes.
And then I ended up, keeping them, using them. So now it's a fucking fashion statement. So,
Yeah. They're a pain in the ass for me.
but I have the cheap made in China masks, and then I have the other ones which are a bit more high tech with the filter and all that stuff.
I try to personalize
Charcoal
mine.
material so that it absorbs more of the virus
Oh.
and all that stuff.
There are lots of fancy masks on the market right now.
Yeah, but then there are the fabric ones. But the fabric ones,
They're the ones that
it's
look
just
like
the
gas
fashion statement
masks.
thing.
Look like gas masks. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I think you were talking about
Yeah,
that.
it's a fashion statement now again, And I sincerely believe that even after the pandemic is over, that people will still have to end up wearing masks.
Yes, the great reset, they
So-
call it. It's
Another one,
it's on
like
box.
like the liquids on planes.
Yeah,
It's gonna be the
it's like
exact
influenza.
same thing.
It's here to stay.
Yeah.
This is a seasonal thing.
Yeah, but coming back to the scope of applying self-discipline, I think if you find yourself a really good, important motivation in order to apply self-discipline, that will definitely push you another mile. So, for example, for losing weight, it's not just to look cool or to buy fancy clothes.
No, to feel better about yourself.
Especially at our age, well, at my age anyway, because I'm hitting 50. It's also for legacy, like to be around for my kid, And I think for me personally, that was the most potent motivator.
Yeah, I know.
It's tough to apply, absolutely tough, especially after a shitty day. But you try and
Not to shift the blame on somebody else, but most of the blame isn't mine, because if I were alone here in this house, I probably wouldn't have the guts to buy such rich foods. I would probably subsist on the barest of foods,
What, noodles?
noodles and maybe rice.
Are you sure? Because I
Yes.
was alone for 7 years abroad. When I was doing the PhD, I was eating all sorts of stuff.
When I'm alone, no,
And
I
drinking.
eat very sparingly. But I have my wife with me right now, who cooks all these
We're
magnificent
having
magnificent
someone who
dishes.
cooks very well, and that's my wife as well.
And
So,
I'm caught,
say she's
I'm caught
guilty
in
of
a
that.
death spiral,
but it's kind of a good one.
Uh-huh. Yes.
It's like dying while you're in the middle of having sex.
yes.
Just
Like
like
that scene in the movie Whore,
or leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas. Yeah.
So Nicolas Cage. We'll get to these movies. Don't worry, guys.
There's so many of
Yeah.
them. I don't want to discuss.
Yeah, but I think self-discipline is a good thing. But we really, really, really need to be applying more of it at this day and age, especially with what's happening now with this goddamn pandemic. Otherwise, the cycle is just gonna go on and on and on and on and on. Every time there's a fucking Christmas or an Easter, fucking carnival,
People need to
Time
be more
Valentine's
careful.
Day.
People need to be more careful.
it's just gonna fucking spike like crazy, And,
Because they commingle with each other.
It's just a fucking yo-yo effect.
Yeah, it's a
That's it.
clusterfuck.
That's it.
They mingle with each other without masks,
So-
and then they end up spreading the disease even further. People end up dying.
And this will only stop when shit will really, really, really hit
When
the
some
fan.
kid dies.
No, not even. It has to be a whole trove,
Mhm. A whole
But
orphanage.
God forbid we have to end up to these morbid situations
Yes, yes.
because it's not down to the authorities here at the end of the day. We're not talking about politics here.
This
As
is-
we said,
this
we
is
never touch it. It's
self-discipline.
about the fucking Joe public
Mhm.
having some fucking common sense of decency,
It's a bit rich
That's it.
when applying it to Malta.
That's it. Yeah, but it's not just Malta. It's UK. It's USA.
UK.
It's Italy. It's France. It's every fucking where.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And then in countries where where people think that they are dumbass countries, they actually took great control of the situation.
Like the Philippines, for instance.
Yeah.
They're doing a better job at it than
Absolutely.
us.
Absolutely. Why? Because they're implementing really, really, really tough regulations. And more importantly, the people are obeying.
And the regulations are backed up by force.
So, yeah, one good thing about the Philippines is that there is enforcement there.
Yeah, Duterte isn't one to be
No.
messed with.
Disciplina Duterte. So, I don't care if they call him a madman.
He's a hard ass. Definitely.
No problem for me. The country needed it.
Yeah.
Full stop. Okay, guys, I think enough ranting for today. Feel free to send your comments. Hopefully this will shake some trolls out of the woods.
Yes, out of the woodwork.
Looking forward, as always.
Absolutely.
And from now until the next episode, take care, guys.
Thank you for
and
watching.
Wear your masks.
And may your God be with you.
Indeed. Bye.